Hey, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? uh, so I kind of figured out a reason for why everything is lagging whenever I play certain games. And that was because my graphics card was outdated. Yeah, I gotta update that more. Alright, so hopefully things should be running more smooth-ish. Alright. Well, today we're getting back into Ace Attorney for the millionth time. Please let it end. I love the series, just not reading it all. Alright. Well, I suppose there's no other announcements. So, are you all ready to get into it? Here we go! And please be aware, there'll be some awkward voice acting as usual. Hopefully my voice is feeling a bit better this time. Alright, here we go. October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick!
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial!
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door!
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmy's trial today!
Detective Atmy?
They say they're going to try him as mask to mask!
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see mask to mask trial!
I know. By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home! She said she can't neglect her training anymore!
Hold on a minute. Yep, thought I had a sneeze. Hate when that happens. Alright, here we go. I know you don't like me! Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please! Don't ignore me! Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Dweed! Good morning!
No one likes me! No one would notice me! Even if I killed someone!
Come on, don't be silly! Wait a second!
You don't mean you're the murderer? No! I'm just a poor thief! No, wait! That's not right! A thief can't really be poor. Now let's see. According to Mr. Delete, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been setting to him to help him commit the heists.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick?
It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How? Let's just take our time like always!
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Huh?
October 14th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delete.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready? Preparation's the last refuge of the weak. Okay, let's settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godo.
He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again.
Ron Delete is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. Hey, I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godo. Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. But that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well then, let's briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow. The judge is really taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Karen Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in the safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our lost little kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Well then, Mr. Dodo, please call your first witness. I never drink more than 7 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best. Hey, Mr. Godo, your witness? Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delete, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but,
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delete to testify.
Huh! You've got guts, Wright. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delete. Please take the stand. You did it, didn't you?
Yes! What? Oh, no, that's not true!
Hey! For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Oh. Well, Mr. Delete already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security? Well, that's kind of hard to say, but I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
My visit to KB Security.
That evening around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I had been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. 1 a.m., the exact time of the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Huh! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
You never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, a cross-examination, if you please.
Save. Let's check the information here. I think we might have to press. I'm gonna press on this one. It ordered you there?
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've got another blackmail letter then? Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this or take that.
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Lead? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? Press harder. Usually, we always gotta press harder. So what did the blackmail letter in the question say?
It said bring $50,000.
Money, hey. The perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir.
A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. It didn't scare you, you say? Then why did you do it? Or why did you go there? Like, I'm gonna present this. Okay, never mind. It's something related to that. Like, something about his identity being revealed. Doesn't want Desi to find out. Wait, hold on. Do I have to present Desi herself?
Objection!
No, not yet. Alright. I feel like we're getting closer. Somebody knows about his secret identity. And he doesn't want Desi finding out. Something related to that. Wasn't going to cause you trouble, eh? Not sure if I have to press again. The newspaper? No.
Objection!
Well, that wasn't it either. It's gotta be one of these! Or maybe I just gotta press on it. I'll give it a few more goes. So it's not those. Wasn't causing you any trouble. I'm just gonna press, just to see what happens. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said, if you don't want your identity revealed. Correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole Master Mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bull didn't have anything on me.
He didn't.
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. So that's why Miss Delete didn't believe he was Master Mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. Okay, so something with this one.
Objection!
No, well, I did not mean to do that. Well, it's not like it's gonna matter. Again, if I get super stuck, I can use a walkthrough. Because these games are almost nonsensical. So, like, I'm not really sure, like, some of the time, like, what it's trying to get you to do. This is, like, more logic than I can think of. Let's see... Wasn't much of a threat.
Objection!
I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I think it's walkthrough time. And I'm throwing in the towel. Well, I guess you just gotta press on mostly everything. Alright, here we go. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right.
A security chief, you see?
And yet, a year ago you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
Hey,
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Why were you fired? Mr. Delete, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well, the world is filled with those who have said, I wish I'd never asked that.
Okay then, I take it back.
defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, Dusty loves to spend it. It's kind of a hobby.
Gold digger, you should ditch her. Or at least, ask her not to spend as much.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick?
My salary wasn't nearly enough. So I stole data from the company.
Come again?
TV Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, you stole some data. And sold it. Mr. Bullard found out. And I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I had never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it secret, and made it seem like I had quit my own job.
What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company? Is that correct?
Yes. I'm sorry.
This is very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up! It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Desi doesn't know. Is this where I present the thingy? Nope. Stop.
Objection!
Nope. Do I present Desi here? Or Disarray, I should say. They keep calling her Desi, so it's like... Alright,
Objection!
she hates criminal... No. What am I supposed to do? I don't think I can be a lawyer. I just don't think I could. Alright, hold on. Okay, so now it says to present it here. The blackmail letter? No? What am I doing? Okay, choose right. Oh, not the letter, but Desi herself. Disarray, whatever. Frick. Okay, here you go. And now back to the game. Mr. Delete. What you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday.
What doesn't?
I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secret.
No.
A certain person?
Miss Disarray Delete. The defendant's wife.
Listen to me, my Desi. She's...
Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Goto! Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault.
What do you mean?
Mr. Delete stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. No! Everything is falling neatly into place for him!
Don't talk about my Desi like that! Oh, you'll be sorry!
Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes!
Clearly, there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he was killed to protect his secrets. A family man who cared just a little too much.
The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delete? Come now! Tell us! We're all ears. At the CEO's office.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
Wearing what?
When I came to, Mr. Blurt was lying there, dead!
I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, eh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that masked man struck him on the head from behind.
Of course. Since Admi turned out to be the culprit himself. That was all a lie. Huh! No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that.
What are you saying? I really was attacked!
We'll find out if what you say is true or not during this cross-examination.
Got that, Mr. Wright? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend.
You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Goto. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Saving. Outreach. Now I'm gonna press on the. I've been wearing that. Wearing what? That? Could you please clarify what you're referring to?
Why, my Master Mask costume, of course!
Wait just a moment. Master Mask!
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master Mask! And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security!
Right.
Nick! Did you know about this? He never told me this!
I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either.
Even I didn't know that.
It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention it up to now. Wait! That's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind. My 6th cup of coffee is staring at me coldly.
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of evidence. Witness, please correct your testimony.
Well, let's see. If that's the case, then this could have... Well, no, it's found next to this. Well, let's go ahead and press on this one, too. Why were you dressed up as Master Mask?
Why? Because I'm Master Mask, of course!
What are you talking about? Master Mask trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at the time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I'd go as him, just to be safe.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected.
Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? What do you mean by
took a lot longer. Oh, opening the safe, of course! But my cape got caught on the safe door, you see? This all happens when I was hiding Mr. Blurt's body! Oh no.
What was that? Back up a second.
Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe?
Oh, well, yeah.
Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What?
The answer is simple. When they take them off. Okay.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
Do you mean that Mr. Delete hid the body because he's the murderer? Huh! So you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time was really obscure.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you?
Yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to your testimony.
Yes, sir! Oh. Looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather, Judge. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in a drawer. Well, you're right about that, but, that's not exactly what I meant. When I saw the corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body.
That certainly makes more sense.
Hold on. 10 minutes?
What is it, Nick?
I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body?
And spend 10 whole minutes to do it?
Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick! If you think his behavior was so strange, how did you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were?
That's it! I'll take a look at the court record and present some evidence.
We heard this from Mr. Delete yesterday, didn't we?
There's not much in this testimony either.
I bet you he's still hiding something.
I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of it.
I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated.
Saving.
Okay, what's the issue with the 10 minutes? Round 1. Wait a minute. The buzzer went off.
Objection!
So if the buzzer was going off, the guard should have showed up. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record?
And what might this be?
The record for the emergency buzzer that connects to the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come up running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m.
Wait!
If Mr. Rondelete truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way.
Objection!
Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there was security personnel in the building.
Objection!
Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them.
Objection!
But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser, who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend, and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something Mr. Lee could have known.
Objection!
Way to throw your friend under the bus. I mean, even though that's all technically true. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delete didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
Objection!
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious. That is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that?
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. No, thank you. Right, back to game. Mr. Delete said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted?
That's why Mr. Delete didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So, what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delete was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterward. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it could only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delete, and then pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright? This is...
Objection!
This is
Preposterous! It was this kid!
Run, delete. Is the one who killed King Bullard.
Objection!
Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was... the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him.
He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push the button.
Okay, we definitely know this one. As far as I know, he wasn't wearing any gloves. There's no fingerprints on the button. And he couldn't, Ron couldn't have wiped him away if he's unconscious. Haha.
So King Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene. But how? Can I prove that it wasn't King Bullard who sounded the buzzer? I can prove it alright. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. The buzzer itself? I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not.
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
No, I'm the one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind.
Objection!
Run, delete. Obviously wipe them off.
Objection!
Why would he? The card could have come in any moment.
He touched that button. I know he did.
Objection!
The defendant, Mr. Delete, was dressed as Mask to Mask. And Mask to Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints?
Order! Order! Order!
It would seem. I've been forced to eat crow.
What? You shouldn't eat those.
I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is.
However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What's with that awkward silence all of a sudden?
Huh. It looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're on to you, Nick!
Just give me a couple minutes to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at 1 a.m. I'm going to save real quick. Don't know how far it's going to send us back. If I load. And Mr.
And Mr. Delete just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place. Right?
The killer clobbered Mr. Delete and then sounded the buzzer.
Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed.
security was supposed to respond.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then.
Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent.
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean that the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes, although, as it turned out, he never showed up.
Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time.
What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in?
No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delete, who was out cold. And the 3rd person, the real killer.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delete.
And if any security guards came running in at the time, they would think that I was the murderer.
Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delete for murder! He really seems to love his coffee. Why did you have to take a sip before doing that?
Order! Order! Order!
It would seem. I've been made to eat my words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee.
Mr. Wright! Who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Masks.
Nick! You mean the real killer is...
We're going to drag that person in here right now!
But who is it?
I don't have any solid proof yet. But think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delete's identity. And they also knew that they'd been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder King Bullard.
Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron Delete for the murder of King Bullard?
Man, probably one of the best things I have done. Just making all the sound effects. Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it.
Ace Detective. look at me!
You mean the mask did it?
Your Honor, the person being tried in the person being tried in the court next to us is not Mask to Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright! Explain yourself!
Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime?
They're not even close! Murder is the more serious crime, of course! It's a capital crime, subject to a capital punishment.
Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, famous detective was unmasked as, well, as Mask to Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along.
To be found guilty?
Mask to Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Mask to Mask was Luke Atme's airtight, watertight, and unsaleable alibi.
A guilty verdict? As an alibi?
You know, it's almost time
For what?
for Luke Atme's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder.
Mr. Luke Atme's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof that this true crime, Mr. Reed would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Am I really sure about this? Huh! The bet's only good when your life's on the ante. Saving. Mr. Wright! I believe in you! Mr. Lead! So, please! I'm begging you! Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix! What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. That voice. It sounded like Mia! Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. So that's your answer, huh? Hello, Ritsu. Welcome in. How you doing? Hey, Ritsu, check this out. I got sounds.
So now you can type one of those in and make noises. A little bit tired, a little bit cold, but overall okay. Yeah, and especially since you're here. Yeah. And if you save up enough points, you can make your own sound. Instructions on the, redeem. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Ah, man. Alright. Back to the game. I'm getting pretty close to the end of this chapter.
Very well. I've decided as well. The squad will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke at me to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. October 14th, 11:58 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 5. Mr. Payne.
Well, Sir Detective Atby. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atby. You were the one who...
Alright, that's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant Luke Atby.
Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet! Please!
Well. Sir Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this holder, eh?
My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. He said the thing! And I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Atby.
Accusation? You accuse Master Mask?
That man is not Master Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer!
What?
I don't know what voice I should give him. The new judge. Ooh, he's sweating. To be continued. Things are getting spicy, and we should be able to finish it up with the stream time. Planning on going for 2 hours today. Started a little bit late, because I had to update drivers and whatever. No BS wanted to update too! Yay! So all that happened. Alright, well, before we continue onward, well, I'm gonna see if it has any... Okay, we're good. I'm gonna be right back. Gonna go get me some moisture. Hydration. Be right back. And I return. Hello. All right. Doctor. Geez. Okay. October 14th, 12:14 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 4. I don't know what's happening to me. Maybe it's some dyslexia or something. I don't know.
Recess?
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice.
So then, she's still alive? Inside your heart?
Sneaky boy! Oh, Miss Delete.
Is it true that Detective is the real killer?
To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. But he's still the only one who could have done it.
But wasn't he at the Lonely Taylor's that night?
Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Amy want to kill Kane Bullard?
It's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. October 14th, 12:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 6.
Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Look at Me, please take the stand.
Well. How do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
I couldn't let them hand down the verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask to Mask.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great detective Look at Me has no idea what you mean. Of course, I've been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here.
You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as mask to mask.
Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example.
So you continue to insist that you are in fact Mask to Mask?
Of course.
Very well then. Look at me. Let us begin with this simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Ken Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time?
Man without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry. I will not hold it against you, Sir Charge.
Thanks.
All right, Mr. Ratney. The night of the murder. Speak! We're all ears.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor.
The alibi.
I was stealing the urn as Master Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare it. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. At the time at which the camera captured Master Mask, at the same time as the murder!
It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene.
Everything else up until now was all part of this plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well.
Even the great Master Mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Adme, we still have to do your cross-examination.
Foolish to foolish. To know that he is a fool.
Are Von Karma and this guy related somehow?
I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick.
The only thing that's full of it is his alibi.
Fool.
Alright. Saving so we don't have to sit through all that again. Congrats on getting first, Ritsu! Have yourself a look through there, see all the rest of those. I got a few in there. Some of them you might want to save up for. Yeah. Slowly building up everything. What am I doing again? Photo. Well, when did that splotch get there exactly? Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago. Then replaced in its box. I think it has something to do with the stain. Not really sure what just yet. Wait. Time at which... I'm gonna press just in case. But I think this is the statement we have to present it on. About the camera that took this photograph.
Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking.
Huh? I mean, I can lower it a bit, but like, if everybody's redeeming sounds, like sound thingies all the time, like, yeah. I also need viewers, so like, watch for as long as you want. Get all the points. And if you raid out with us, you get a big bonus. Woo! Alright.
You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor. And on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see.
It looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious.
So this alibi is false?
It has to be. Or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KB Security.
But I'm not really spotting anything unusual.
There are two possibilities. Either the mask-to-mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. Doo-doo-doo. Gonna save again just in case. Doo-doo-doo.
Objection!
Yeah, Maya's a little cutie.
Okay, so that's not it.
Objection!
Nope. It's gotta be something with that. Maybe if I present the photo. I'm just gonna present the photo. Nope. I did not mean to do that. Okay, let's try this again. Photo. Present. Dang it! Do I need to press more? I really don't want to press more. I guess it just says to press on everything. Okay. I took a quick peek at the walkthrough. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago. I'm not mistaken.
You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see. You truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick. Isn't there something odd about this? Detective Happy was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor, well, he was the only one watching it. He'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona.
You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. Nope. So this photograph is the proof, correct?
Indeed, it is.
Blah, 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 blah. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask.
That is why I'm called Mask to Mask.
But conveniently, that also means that there was no way to tell who this really is.
What do you mean?
Objection!
Are you saying that this is not, in fact, look at me? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Master Mask to create an alibi?
Oh! What an interesting idea! Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
Gonna save here, cause it's letting us. I don't want to lose health. If Look at Me was at KB security during the murder, then the mask in the picture has to be a fake. Exactly. You had an accomplice. I'm not sure about that, but okay.
Now remember, you've said that, Mr. Wright. Because there's no going back.
I think I picked the wrong option. I think this is one of the ones you can get softlock on as well.
If you're making baseless claims, I'll treat you to a penalty myself!
That penalty is probably too bling hot, too.
So who was it, Mr. Wright? Who was the accomplice?
Okay, so I don't think that was the right option. I'm just gonna give it up. If Look at Me was at KB security during the murder, then the mask in this picture has to be a fake.
And there really was an accomplice!
But right now, I have no idea who it really was.
I don't have any idea right now either.
Baseless objections are just what the guy wants. There's gotta be another way. I'm finding it. Okay, so maybe we were on the right track. An accomplice, huh? I'll give it another go. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna press on this. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here? Is that correct? I do not. I don't really like those types of games. I mean, I can see the appeal to it, like, people like playing stuff like that, just not me. I like more single-player puzzle games. Yeah. Well, sounds like you're having fun. You mean this piece of evidence here? Is that correct? Yeah, we read that. I've seen a bit about it. Like, they got all those different skins and whatnot.
Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed a crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime.
Surely even you understand by now.
Not the tailor provided that camera. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard. Unless I had an accomplice.
Oh, yes. I would assume so.
Hey,
I mean, have you seen Venom? Like, dang. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse, and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's gotta be there. Isn't there something funny about this picture? You bet there is.
Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night, before the theft took place. There's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Ooh. That sounds fun. And I can imagine all the, voice lines.
Hey, man. Let's hear what you have to say. What about this photo is weird?
Paint splotch. The funny part is right here!
Hey, this is a blood stain.
No?
Blood! Now this case is getting interesting.
Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, it's just paint. And peach colors at that.
From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. I think we're on the right track, so I'm gonna save. I don't know if I got us stuck or not. It turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen.
Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains?
The statue was moved. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hole. I realized the statue would be a perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there. Maybe I should do a, Ace Attorney Smasher Pass. Oh, yes. On the exterior, she seems very confident and powerful. But on the inside, she's just a very soft little baby. For real, though? Yeah. Alright. Maybe I'll do that after we wrap this up. Oh my gosh. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there.
Objection!
But when I went there, the day after the theft, that statue of gold bag was just sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally.
I wouldn't think so. That thing's pretty heavy. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself, and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it at that distance.
In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night?
Can you do it?
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it?
Hey, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared to answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
It was Luke at me? The one who moved the statue is another man. Luke at me!
Come now, sir lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our